All right. I don't see whether or not. Okay, good. All right. We are live, everybody. Oops. We are live, everybody. So welcome to my class of cleaning essentials. I just want to say thank you all for making time out of your busy night. And I'm also recording this as well. So whether or not you're seeing it live or on the recorded version, you will still get a lot of amazing information. So I just want to set the intention tonight and let you all know that I am very grateful for your presence, taking time out of your busy schedules to learn a little bit about cleaning essentials with essential oils and reducing your toxic load. And then my intention for you is for you to walk away with something that will help enhance and make your environment clean, safe, and pure. So a little bit about me. I'll just do a quick story for those of you that don't know me. My name is Deanna Snyder, and I've got 30 years experience in the healthcare industry between bedside nursing, women's health marketing, and now I'm a community volunteer for a local hospital here in town, Nemours Children's Hospital, and I serve the community in various areas of volunteering with either Nemours or a women's organization that I have fond affiliations where we empower women and raise money for scholarships as we educate women throughout our Central Florida community. But one of the things I'm truly passionate about is being a wellness advocate and a health coach for dōTERRA. And I find that where I am able to change lives through empowering people using natural solutions and also giving them a choice for their healthcare and their environment, keeping it clean and toxic free. I am also an AromaTouch certified along with Reiki certification, where I use energy to help your body heal itself. And I lay 8 amazing oils on your back and your feet that will help calm you, help decrease inflammation, boost your immune system, and then bring your whole body to a state of homeostasis. If you have not received one, let me know, and I will be more than happy to make some time and get this amazing oils on your back. So for me, I've been suffering all my life with chronic pain, inflammation, stomach upset, and then with changing my lifestyle and leading a more toxic-free lifestyle, I find that my ailments have been far less, and I'm able to function as I need to. So with dōTERRA essential oils, that has been a huge puzzle piece that has been missing, and I'm very grateful for that. So you will be relieved tonight, whether or not you clean your own home, you have a housekeeper, or a combination of both. 2 of the big triggers that I know we all have in common are dirty, messy houses, and then also with all of our chemicals that we are exposed to. So unfortunately, most household cleaners, dish soap, furniture polish, window cleaner, all of those are often filled with harmful ingredients and chemicals that can be disruptive to our body. A lot of things that we use, sometimes we have to wear a mask or gloves because if it gets in contact with our skin or our lungs, it can have some ill effects, and there's a lot of warning labels on bottles as well. So not knowing and cleaning your home can harm you. So I'm going to share with you tonight things that are safer, more effective than what is really out on the market because they're natural, and they are also safer and pennies much cheaper to use as well. So get your notepads ready. You can do screenshots of whatever that I have up on the screen, and we'll go ahead and we'll have a lot of fun tonight learning how you can clean your home for reduce your toxic load. So being a nurse, wellness advocate, and a health coach, these are the stair steps that I like to talk about in all my classes, because it's not just one component, it's a myriad of everything. So the foundation of eating right, what we put in our bodies, is very, very important. So if we're putting junk in, we're going to get junk out. If we're putting good things in, we're going to get good things out. I like to equate it to a car. So if you're not putting the optimal fuel in your tank, and you were going to plug and chug down the highway, same thing with eating right. So that's a good solid foundation. Of course, exercising, keeping our bodies moving, whether it's walking or yoga or Pilates or weightlifting or running, do something that you love. If you like to dance, just get that heart rate up and get moving. Managing our rest and managing our stress is also a key component in our health. And also reducing our toxic load. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, is reducing our toxic load. So these lifestyle things that we're going to discuss can pretty much cut down or generate about 90% of the healthcare problems that we have. What we eat, what we don't eat, how we exercise, how we don't exercise, how we're always stressed, we're very sleep deprived, and then all those toxic chemicals can lead to having dis-ease in our body and very ill effects. Coupled with informed self-care, doing our regular physicals and routine, and being proactive in our medical care, all of those components help keep us, this body that we have, moving as a well-oiled machine. So tonight we're going to talk about certified oils, certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils that I didn't realize, but they're 50 to 70 times more potent than dried herbs. So what we will be discussing tonight is pretty powerful stuff. So one drop of an oil can, like peppermint for instance, one drop of peppermint can equal 28 cups of peppermint tea. So essential oils are potent, and they're powerful, and just using one drop is pretty significant. So there are so many different essential oil companies on the market, and people ask me all the time, well, what do you use? Why do you choose dōTERRA? And one thing I can honestly say to you is not all oils are created equal. Essential oils have been around since, 3500 BC. They're thousands and thousands of years old, but we are seeing them in the more marketplace. They're at, Bed Bath & Beyond. They're at grocery stores. Candle companies are selling essential oils now. Jewelry companies are selling essential oils now. So there's a lot on the market, and it gets confusing. So why I choose dōTERRA is because of one is our co-impact sourcing. So our co-impact sourcing actually is where we have relationships with farmers globally. So the plants are grown, harvested at the peak time. The soil and climate that the plants are grown in with also determines its chemical makeup. For those of you that are wine drinkers, you know that in certain regions of the world, we have certain grapes, and then those grapes then yield a different and more robust wine. Same thing with plants that then generate our essential oils. So with the co-impact sourcing of that, with the relationships and when and how it's harvested, plus our certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil standard that we have set, which means there's no pesticides, there's no chemical fillers, there's no synthetic fillers, there is no bugs or weeds or anything like that, or dyes, or whatever else they're going to put in there, sawdust, who knows what they put in these essential oils on the market. It is also governed and third party tested along with our testing, so we've got that triple and quadruple check. A lot of people say, well, is it organic? Well, I like to say it's organic plus because of all those different checks that we have. Now, essential oils are toxin-free. They're very effective. They're extremely safe to use around pets and children. And when you're cleaning your home, anything on the surface or on the floors, that will get absorbed, in our feet and on the paw print or on the paws of our animals. Um, Essential oils themselves are anti-everything. You know, they can combat those germs, those defenses, you know, that we have, that those invaders, if you will, that are attacking the plant, attacking our own body. So they're anti-everything, you know. And when you use essential oils, they have a positive uplift. I like to say a positive side effect, where they uplift your mood, they help detoxify, they help purify your home, and they help boost your immune system. So with that, you know, doTERRA has this promise that they're going to make every single batch to be safe, potent, and pure, so it doesn't harm us. So our safety is extremely top of mind for them. So I'm going to show you a quick video that's going to explain this process a whole lot better than what I did. So here goes.
So when we talk about quality, it's not always about what testing you're doing. You have to look at the whole process and what that means collectively. And I believe that dōTERRA does that better than anyone else.
dōTERRA is the best company in the industry right now. I mean, they're the leaders. I mean, there's no one that's really come close to doing what they're doing. I haven't seen anything like it in my 20 years of being in this industry, of a company going to the lengths that they go to secure the best oil in the world.
dōTERRA's commitment to quality starts well before the plants are even distilled. Through our co-impact sourcing, the CPTG process starts then. And then it goes through a 3-tiered testing process that starts with outside labs and finishes off inside the company here, and then continues on after the bottles are sold.
We do several layers of testing, including GCMS, optical rotation, specific gravity, refractive index, chiral testing, carbon-14, probably more expensive than just about any lab out there.
I've been doing research with essential oils for about 15 years now. So I've worked with a lot of oils and a lot of tests, and the one thing that I've noticed consistently is that unless you're starting with an oil that has a consistent quality, you're not going to get good results.
You know, a lot of our oils are used in aromatherapy or topical use. So we want to make sure that we do not only make a product that's effective, but it's also going to be safe. And that's why we do a thorough analysis to look at the composition to make sure that it is safe. But at the same time, we also go ahead and do skin irritation testing, which is also called as the RIP testing or repeat insult patch testing, to make sure that when you apply it on topically, it's not irritating to your skin.
To a wellness advocate, we always keep them in mind, and we talk about it in our training. And what matters is that the details matter. You know, quality is in the details, and so because we're so passionate and so detailed, we're sure not to miss those things that are going to make the difference between just an okay product and a great product.
We stand behind our quality processes because we have the most in-depth and knowledgeable staff. We have set the standard for what the quality process should be. The testing knowledge that is gained as well as passed on to each product is, we cannot miss.
One of the things that I've recognized about the quality of essential oils and the testing is that it's a dynamic environment. It's changing. And this is why it's so important that dōTERRA leads the front, that dōTERRA is developing and processing and coming up with new ways, new opportunities to prove out the quality of essential oils, and frankly, in a way that no other company is able to do. As we continue to grow, as we continue to expand throughout the world, I'm proud to say that dōTERRA has made that commitment and will not waver or deviate from that.
So there are 3 ways to use essential oils. So one, topically, so you can actually put them on your skin. And when doing so, just know that within 20 to 30 seconds, it's absorbed in your body, and within about 30 minutes, it's processed through your entire body. So I say that again to bring home the fact that when we're using toxic chemicals and we touch them, or they get on our feet, or we breathe them in, like the aromatic compounds that we have. If you're breathing in those toxic fumes, it can be very disruptive to our bodies. So you can put them on topically, or essential oils. You can dilute them with a fractionated coconut oil or a other vegetable-based oil. You never want to put them in your eyes or inside your nose or in your ears. You want to just keep them everywhere else. And if you get a sensitivity to an essential oil, like it might be too warm, or you do accidentally get it in those areas, then you want to quell it with another oil. Because always remember, oil to oil always blends well, where oil and water don't necessarily mix, and then it'll just spread it like, gasoline on a fire, so that would not be good. So aromatically is the quickest way of absorption of getting anything in your body. So with breathing it in, it goes through your nasal passage, through your sinus cavity and everything, up through your brain, through your amygdala. And that's where the centers for emotions are. And it's also helps, dissipate it throughout the rest of your body as well. So if you're breathing in those harmful chemicals, those are going to go through those same route as well. And then with our essential oils, ours you can take internally, and all of our essential oils that you can take internally, either with a glass of water, a drop of honey, put it in your beverages, cook with it, put it in a veggie cap. Those essential oils will be clearly marked with a dietary value, so you know that you can ingest those. So 3 ways to use them: aromatic, topically, and internally. So harmful chemicals, as we mentioned earlier, they get in our body, whether we're breathing it, whether we're eating it, whether we're drinking, they get absorbed through our skin. And a lot of, cleaning chemicals that we have, are laden with the skull and crossbones, toxic, keep it a well-ventilated area. So using essential oils will help keep your entire family safe. So here are the top 10 hazardous top 10 hazardous household chemicals that we have. And many of them are really big neuroendocrine disruptors. They are known as carcinogens as well. And they also have a problem with spurring on, and the growing problem that we have all these antibiotic resistant bacteria, because we are going in and exposing these bacteria, the good, the bad, and the ugly, with these harmful chemicals, and it's resulting in those superbugs. So most household cleansers, the need for significant disinfection. Oh, I cannot speak tonight. Disinfecting is pretty high, and so we have found with common things, which we'll go over in a couple slides from now, things like Castile soap and vinegar, things that our grandmas used to use. So air fresheners are a big toxic chemical. They do disrupt our nasal passage, and for those of you that know me, I used to have candles and I used to have plugins all over my house. So I'm going to show you how to replace that. Ammonia, bleach, carpet and upholstery shampoos, dishwasher detergents, drain cleaner is a big one, furniture polish, mold and mildew cleaners, oven cleaners, antibacterial cleaners, laundry room products are extremely toxic as well, and toilet bowl cleaners. So I'm actually going to show you ways and how you can replace all these household items for mere pennies that are going to be safe. So the household cleaning industry is about $168 billion globally. And the only statistics that I could find when I was surfing the web, that average American back in 2009 would spend $659 on household cleaners. I'm just going to go out there on a limb and say that's probably more now just because of rate of inflation and things like that, but I couldn't find a statistic on the Bureau to support it now, which is 2017. So, the cost of this is also extremely high. And then the chemical side effects that you have from chemical exposures, we've all been there where we have a skin rash or irritation or hives, our eyes burn, we have allergies, headaches, from those fumes, inflammation of our mucous membranes. A lot of people that have asthma or respiratory problems, when they inhale these fumes, it will aggravate it. Known long-term toxic chemical exposure, is cancer, lung and liver respiratory damage, neurological changes, infertility, hormone disruption. And these are a bunch of key ingredients located at the bottom of this slide. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce them, but as you can see, the phthalates, the surfactants, the BBP, all of those are extremely toxic to our bodies. So be on the lookout of those when you find them on your cleaners. And I always like to say with reading the labels, if you can't pronounce it, don't even bother getting it. So, which leads me to this next slide here, reading closely those labels, knowing what you're putting on and in your body regarding either what the foods we eat or the chemicals and cleaners that we use. So there are a lot of disguised poisons within our cleaning products. This Nano-silver is incorporated in many textiles, plastic soaps, packing, other products. I have pretty much banned all plastic from my house. Looking at the cooking, what we use to cook, having Teflon, having anodized cookware, all of that leaches into our food. So going back to what our grandmas used, cast iron, ceramic, things like that. There's also things called ammonia quaternary compounds, or quats. Those are found in a lot of disinfectant sprays, toilet bowl cleaners. They're known to exacerbate asthma and other respiratory distress. And they're known to cause infertility and birth defects in animals. So, knowing and looking at these things is significant. And then we have our whole greenwashing effect. Green is the way to go. Use this because it's better. And all of those labels really don't and are not governed by the industry. So you might be thinking you're doing well by using a green product. But, check the labels out. So 80-90% of all raw materials used in cosmetics, clean fragrances, are synthetic versus natural plant-based. And that's the key component there. Anytime we synthesize or alter what nature has made, then it doesn't react well with our bodies, and then those side effects can happen. Okay, so our fragrance mystery, we've all had those cleaners and it's like, what is that smell? Women are more susceptible. Not only are they targeted by the marketing industry because women make up about 90% of the household decisions between finances, doctors, what we put on our tables, what we clean our houses with, but we're also, as human beings, more susceptible to chemicals because of our whole genetic makeup and endocrine system and how we would be then passing it on to our next generation. And they're finding studies now where, it's not only what the child or the infant is experienced when it comes out of the womb, but it's also going back from the time of conception or even preconception with our bodies and what we've been exposed to. All of that DNA has been laid down. So, we are tendency to be sponge for those chemicals. So another fragrance mystery is, you may prefer the smell of lavender. You might prefer the smell of, say, citrus oils, but when you get it home, it's irritating. It gives you a headache. all those things are at factor. And so those, again, are those synthetic chemicals that lowers our health and impacts our bodies significantly. So I'm going to caution you and encourage you to sustain from synthetic fragrances and go more the natural route so your body then does not have those harmful side effects. So the good news is we have a choice. We have the right to know what we put in and on our bodies. We have the right to know what is going in our house to clean it.
It's 20 hours.
It's 8 o'clock according to my computer. DIY is simple, it's safe, it's effective. I got a litany of recipes that I'm going to share with you, using the natural ingredients, using the certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. And then it's all custom made. You know exactly what you're getting. So these are a few ingredients that I like to say are my staples that I use for cleaning my entire house. So baking soda is wonderful. Distilled water or purified water. And the reason why I use that is because our waters can be very different throughout the entire country. Excuse me. And some waters are extremely hard. So you want to have that more natural balance, distilled water. Vinegar is awesome, whether it's just, white grain vinegar or apple cider vinegar. I like just using just white regular distilled vinegar, and I buy it by the gallons and use it for a myriad of things. Castile soap is an amazing soap, and Fells Napa that you can then mix with products to make pastes and laundry soap. Of course, olive oil. I just buy a regular grade olive oil that you can get over the counter, not to ingest, but to use it in cleaning products. Hydrogen peroxide, washing soda, and then you want to have some containers, glass containers, and also labels so you know exactly what you made. So essential oils to the rescue. So disinfecting with essential oils is key. You can use a myriad of essential oils, wild orange, on guard. You can actually see the list there. And then using our certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils, puts that clean back into cleaning. So you really are disinfecting. You really are cleaning your house. You're able to know that, those germs that were there are not going to be there anymore. Because remember what I said earlier, it's anti-everything. It's a broad spectrum killer of bugs and yuck and everything like that. So they are very potent and they're very powerful. And I like it because for lemon, for instance, you can use lemon in a spray bottle, which I'll show here in the next couple slides, to clean your countertop or to wash your stainless steel. Then you can also put a few drops of lemon in your water to help purify and disinfect or detoxify your body. You can smell lemon and diffuse lemon, and it can be very uplifting. And you can use it to clean your greasy oven, which I'll show you here in a second too. So they're very multifaceted and they're very multi-use, which you can do that. So you couldn't do that with over-the-counter cleaners. To cleanse yourself and to clean your home and to, do a myriad of things with. So they are multi-versatile. So, we've all been faced with this, just a mess, or, this can happen. We all know that who have dogs and pets. So one of the great things that I like to do is my all-purpose spray. So you just put a cup and a half of water, half a cup of vinegar, tablespoon of Castile soap, and about 20 drops of your favorite essential oil. And then mix it in a spray bottle and spray it down. And it's wonderful because, again, it's safe, it's pure, it's pennies, and it's non-toxic. So this is a great all-purpose spray. So we've all seen this blue stuff, right? That ammonia that's in there is very toxic and can hurt your lungs. So blue stuff, not okay. And we all want to maintain that squeaky clean, and we, want to have good products that's going to, deliver the results that we want. So great window glass cleaner is a cup and a half of white vinegar, a half a cup of distilled water, and 8 drops of any citrus oil of your choice. So this will help cut the grease, You know, it will make things sparkly. You can use, you know, reusable cotton cloth, so you're not using paper towels to help cut down on the waste. And our landfills, you can use old newspapers if you know, get the newspapers still. And, you know, just be more mindful to the environment. That's more, you know, earth friendly. So we all want our counters to look like this, right? Perfect, nice and shiny. So a great cleaning paste that I use is this one. I make it all the time. I put it in little mason jars so it's airtight. 3/4 cup of rounded baking soda, 1/4 cup of Castile liquid soap, some water, some vinegar, and about 15 drops of any citrus oil. Mix it all up and store it in a container. But what I like about this, because it's not only good for cleaning your kitchen, your bathroom sink, your refrigerator, it's great for glass top stoves. You can also use it to scrub your pots and pans as an oven cleaner, and also as a pre-treat laundry stain. So this little paste has a great myriad of uses as well. So rotten food, no match for me, right? How yucky does it stink? So linen spray, which is wonderful. So you can use 2 tablespoons of unflavored vodka or witch hazel, depending, to help keep down the bacteria. You know, when you have things, water like that. So 1.5 cups of filtered water, and about 10 drops of your favorite essential oil that you can put on there. And you can use that to spray down your pillows. You can use that to spray into the stinky trash can. You can use that to spray on your upholstery, things like that, even air. So it's a great smelling room spray. So laundry. If you guys don't have wool dryer balls, I highly suggest it. We actually have a few on the dōTERRA site, and then you can flavor it with a few of your favorite essential oils. We like to put lavender on ours and throw it in the dryer, and everything smells nice. So one way of cutting down and using a less toxic laundry soap, I'm going to give you a couple options here. So I do this a lot, and it's actually pennies per scoop. So 2 bars of Castile or Fels Napa soap, 2 cups of borax and washing soda, and about 20 drops of your favorite essential oil. I like to put Purify or Melaleuca in the actual big bin of my laundry soap, or if I've got an exceedingly stinky laundry, like, you know, working out, you know, clothes workout, or I'm going to go ahead and put you to mute, Roxanne, here. Mute audio. Okay, good. Hi, Roxana. Good to see you. So anyways, I'll put another drop of the essential oil actually in where my soap dispenser is. And then for my water softener, I'll do a 1/4 cup of vinegar, and then I'll put another drop there. So that makes the clothes smell really nice. So I usually make this up in big batches. So I went to, like, I think I got at a garage sale, just a regular food processor, or you can get them like at a discount store. And I just have that dedicated for my soap, and I mix it up every 6 months or so. I make a big batch, and you're only going to use like a coffee scoop. But if it's a really dirty load, then two scoops per load. All right. So cleaning your oven, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've got a great recipe for that. So you want to take 15 drops of lemon oil to a spray bottle and about 3 to 4 cups of baking soda. So you're going to spray down your entire oven, and then you're going to shake the baking soda inside and coat it as much as possible, racks too. And then you're going to go back with the lemon water again and moisten it. And then you're going to close the door overnight, and then in the morning go ahead and wipe down the walls and racks with a damp cloth. And then you can spray it again with lemon water one more time. And then this lemon water you can also do to spray down your microwave as well. It's a great cleaner for that. So our commodes, right? They are stinky, yucky, little bowls and have some great non-toxic ways to clean it. So you can make these wonderful toilet balms by using a third a cup of baking soda with some citrus acid, and put them in silicone molds, let them dry for 6 hours. Just drop it in the toilet and then it'll fizz up, and then you can go ahead and scrub it down. Or what I like to do, because living in Florida, really nothing dries, so I'll just go ahead and I'll sprinkle in a cup of baking soda, and then I'll go ahead and put in a cup of vinegar around it, and that foams it all up. And as it's foaming and fizzing, I just take my scrub brush and I clean around the toilet, and it's wonderful. You can add a few drops of Purify or lemon, any citrus oil. Melaleuca is a great one too to help clean the commode, and it's a great smelling fragrance. So we always want to be guest ready, right? So here's some great furniture polish substitutes. You take a quarter cup of olive oil, a quarter cup of vinegar, and your favorite is citrus oil again. So citrus oil is up there. I like it too because it's a less inexpensive essential oil, and it does a lot of work. So what I do with this, number one, it's a great salad dressing. You can spray it on your salad, but I like to clean inside of my car. I don't use those Armor All type products or anything like that because they're very toxic. I just get a sponge and I spray it on the sponge, and then I wipe down my dashboard, and it smells amazing. And the essential oil and the olive oil and the vinegar is really good. I even put it on my leather as well. As a side note or a caveat to that, you always want to test any leather, especially if it's dyed, to make sure that it's not going to disrupt the color of the leather. So who loves these little chubby legs? Aren't they so cute with pitter-patter of little baby feet running around on your floor? So I'm going to have you show now of some floor cleaners that you can use. So a quarter cup of vinegar and 10 drops of your favorite essential oil again, and put it in a bucket and just mop down your floors. It's great. It cuts the grease and grime, and it's surely non-toxic to little and big feet alike. Carpet cleaner and deodorizers. This is a great one too. If you have carpet, just put this in a mason jar and sprinkle it on with a cup of baking soda and 20 to 50 drops of your favorite essential oil, and let it sit, and then vacuum it up. It's nice and refreshing smell with that. And then here is a spot cleaner for carpet shampoo. You can use the hydrogen peroxide, half a cup of water, Castile soap, and about 10 to 20 drops of your favorite essential oil. So this is another great product. And your whole house just smells delightful. One of the things that we also have is our On Guard products that not only does it support our healthy immune function, but it is an amazing essential oil to clean and disinfect just about anything and everything, from soft surfaces to hard. Now, an amazing laundry detergent. We have our On Guard cleaner concentrate that I use throughout my house, just using a tablespoon of the concentrate in a 8 to 16 ounce spray bottle with a couple more drops of essential oils, and that pretty much cleans and disinfects my entire house. And with On Guard, it's got wild orange, it has clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary, so it is an amazing scent that you can diffuse and clean. So it is definitely one of my go-tos. So those of you that have a hot tub or a sauna, you can also clean your saunas by adding 3 drops per person of eucalyptus, lemon, or thyme to the water. And then those of you that have a sauna, you can do 8 to 10 drops of rosemary, lavender, or thyme to a 1-to-1 bottle filled with water and vinegar, and you can spray down the walls of your sauna. And our produce, you know, the chemicals that, and just the dirtiness of people's hands touching it. I'll go ahead and I'll fill my sink up or do like a little tub basin, fill that up with some cool water and 4 to 6 drops of lemon scoop of baking soda, let it soak for about 20 minutes, and just rinse the fruit. If it's a softer produce like a strawberry, then just have it soak for about 10 minutes, or you can put it in a spray bottle and you can spray down your fruit as well and then rinse it off that way too. So not only cleaning inside our house, but outside, and those Roundup chemicals and pesticides and herbicides that we put in our yard can be very toxic and very significant carcinogenic to ourselves and our pets. So this is the bomb. I love this weed killer, and I went ahead and I just purchased a clean spray apparatus like you see here, and I'll do a gallon of vinegar, 2 cups of Epsom salts, and a 1/4 cup of dish soap. So for me, a gallon is too heavy. So I do a half a gallon and then I half it. So 1 cup of Epsom salt, and it comes out to be like 2 tablespoons of dish soap. And you just mix it all up and you spray it on your weeds, anything leafy, and by the end of the afternoon, they are shriveled and gone. I think this actually works better than Roundup. And it smells nice. So bug sprays for the garden too. I use this for our garden that we had. We have container gardens, and it's wonderful to help keep those bugs at bay so they're not beating you to eating the produce that you worked so hard with growing. So I'll do an 8-ounce thing of water with some Castile soap and some TerraShield, peppermint, and clove. It smells, again, amazing, and the bugs don't like it. So shake before each use, and you can spray it directly onto your plants. There is nothing toxic in it, so you don't have to worry about ingesting those chemicals when you actually harvest and eat your food. So indoor bug control, this is a great slide for you to snap a picture of, because bugs don't like essential oils. Ants don't like peppermint. I got another one of those containers, and it's about 1 ounce to 1 drop of peppermint. So I do like 60 ounces, those half gallons. I'll put 60 drops of peppermint in it, and I'll spray down my house for spiders and ants and things like that. And it smells like a big candy cane outside. It's so nice. And then if it's hot, I'll just spray me down too. I get a lot of crazy looks from my neighbors because they think I'm dousing myself with chemicals, but it's the good kind. So here for indoor bug control. And also too, if you have a lot of those roaches and things like that, I found out it's not on this slide, but it works wonderful. So if you got any bay leaves, just the regular dried bay leaves, you can put those around your house cabinets and things like that, and that really does detour roaches. So we have a lot of dried leaves around our house because here in Florida, the palmetto bugs are quite prolific and they come in despite our best efforts. So now what, right? You might ask. So those of you that don't have an account with dōTERRA and you want to go ahead and get started, you're never alone on your essential oil journey. I will be there and guide you every step of the way to help answer any questions, do a wellness consult, do the best plan of action for you, and to find out where your needs are and where you need suggestions in purchasing things. So there's several ways for you to start using essential oils for yourself. So getting involved pretty much means opening up an account with us, which is wonderful. It is $35 to open a wellness account, and then you're going to get 25% off the top of our retail versus wholesale prices. And it's very similar to opening up a Costco membership. It's actually cheaper than a Costco or Sam's membership. And then you get a special portal where you can then order your products. So my life has changed significantly with using essential oils. It helps support my body, my immune system, my joints and muscles, my GI system. My house smells amazing. I know I'm putting good chemicals in my body opposed to having toxic, harmful effects. So, you know, we can definitely get together and find out the best plan for you and what you and your family needs. And I also like to say, you know, with our enrollment kits, we have a lot of specials going on with that. Depending on when you watch this video, is depending on which promotion you get. So if you go to my page, deannasnyder.com, and you click on promotions, you will find what I am gifting and promoting as incentivizing you to join my team and my wonderful group of people that want to empower their lives using natural solutions. So you can check that out. And I'm going to go ahead and play this video here and show you how you can get started.
dōTERRA offers product for a yearly wholesale membership. For a low membership fee of $35, a wellness advocate will be able to purchase products at wholesale prices 25% below retail. A new wellness advocate can choose to enroll with just a $35 enrollment fee, or dōTERRA offers several product kits as enrollment options. If you purchase an enrollment kit, not only will the membership fee be waived, but you will receive a substantial discount on dōTERRA products. We have found that as new wellness advocates experience the purity and potency of dōTERRA essential oils and essential oil wellness products, they naturally are inclined to share their experiences and products with others. To help you on your journey, dōTERRA has included in your enrollment package 3 brochures: Living, Sharing, and Building dōTERRA Naturally. Meet with the individual who invited you today to review enrollment options and choose the best fit for you.
So the best is coming, right? So this is your journey, and I'm here to support you along the way. If you go to my website, deannasnyder.com, under Essential Oils, I have 2 DIY recipe books that you can download as my gift to you, and it will also give you a lot of different recipes that you can use using the ingredients and the essential oils that we talked about today. So for those of you that want to stay in touch, once again, my website is deannasnyder.com. And you can click on the link there to be taken to our shop site. Also, there's my email, and you can join our community of other wellness advocates and customers and learning how to be empowered by using natural solutions. It's a great site where I give a lot of education and tips. And then you can also reach out to me via text or phone. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and I want to say thank you again for taking time out of your busy night, and then I'll go ahead and then open it up for any questions that you guys might have. So I'm going to go ahead and stop and say have a wonderful night and be well. All right, so let's stop share there. All right, so all right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait.